अस्सलाम वालेकुम नाजरीन, लाइव इंटरैक्टिव प्रोग्राम टेली क्लास रूम के ताज़ा तरीन शुमारे में आपका खैर मकदम। मैं हूं आपका मेज़बान जमशेद रसूल और मेरे साथ है हुमैरा शफी।
Hello and assalamu alaikum friends, a very warm welcome to all of you in this show. Friends, as we are all human and therefore we all can make mistakes. And the one thing that come out of these mistakes is that we usually learn a lesson.
Undoubtedly.
And in fact, making these mistakes, it's something which is in human nature. And we all can't exempt from all this. And as rightly been said by one of the great author called Albert Einstein, that anybody who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new.
Absolutely.
And with this quote, I'd like to tell you all that today we have chosen a topic called past tense from the subject English. And after this lecture, you can communicate with us live on the numbers 2481813 and 2481832.
Exactly, and as you rightly said, we have chosen the subject as English language and the topic is past tense. Yeah. And for that particular topic, we have invited in our studios a veteran of English teaching, Mr. Sheikh Gulzar Ahmad, who is posted as a lecturer in Boys Higher Secondary School, Beerwah, Government Boys Higher Secondary School, Beerwah. Sir, a very warm welcome to you in the program. And I wish and pray that you will have a great lecture. And then for subject expert, we are proud to host again in our program Mr. Rafi Ahmad Masudi. He is a veteran of English language teaching and his last designation was as Deputy CEO, Deputy Chief Education Officer Kupwara. So again, a very warm welcome to the program. In the later half of the program, you have the major business to do as you would be answering all those trivial and not so trivial questions from the viewers. And dear friends, you can also be a part of this program by calling us on the telephone numbers 2481813 and 2481832. Please do not forget to prefix 019494 in case you're calling from outside the jurisdiction of District Srinagar or in case you're calling from your cell phones. We also have the students.
Yeah, friends, it's a great pleasure to introduce and welcome all the students all the way from Boys Higher Secondary School, Beerwah.
Again, a very warm welcome to the students. And dear friends, let me again tell you that you can be a part of this program by sending us the live feed of your emails at the email address which is ddkteleclassroom@gmail.com. Yes, ddkteleclassroom@gmail.com. You send us the email and we will read it during the live telecast of this program. We'll start the lecture, but before that, a short break. ख़वातीन हज़रात, एक बार फिर से हमारे साथ बने रहने के लिए आपका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। ये बताते चले कि ये प्रोग्राम आप तक दूरदर्शन केंद्र श्रीनगर और डायरेक्टरेट ऑफ स्कूल एजुकेशन के बाहमी इश्तराक से पहुंचाया जाता है और ये भी कि इस प्रोग्राम का रिपीट टेलीकास्ट आप देख सकते हैं हर मंगलवार शाम 8 बजे से लेकर 9 बजे और हर वीरवार सुबह 9:10 से लेकर 10:10 तक। और सर, आज का लेक्चर स्टार्ट करते हैं। हैव अ ग्रेट वन।
थैंक यू वेरी मच। अस्सलाम वालेकुम स्टूडेंट्स, हाउ आर यू? ओके, एवरीथिंग फाइन? Yes, sir. That's nice. You have come all the way from a very long, far distant place, rather, Beerwah. Was the journey okay? Yes, sir. Okay, fine. Nice. As you know, that today's program, we are having a class, one of the wonderful classes, inshallah. It is on, we'll be interacting on past simple, okay? But prior to that, I want to tell you that we have already delivered a lesson from here on present simple, okay? And I hope that you have also done present simple at your institute. Have you done it? Yes, sir. So definitely I'll be asking you a few concerns. I would like to check whether you remember the form of present simple or not, okay? Can somebody among you just tell me the form of present simple? Simple. Okay, we have so many hands going up. Yes, that. Yes, you. Yes.
Use the mic.
Oh, that's fine. Yes, you take the mic. Please repeat it again.
Subject plus V2 plus O.
Subject plus
V2 plus O.
Subject plus, when we are talking about present simple. I'm talking about present simple. Subject plus
V1 plus O.
V1, excellent.
V1.
Plus O. So that is the simple form. That's the simple form of present simple. Okay. Can anybody else among you just come up with a sentence on present simple?
Yes, sir.
Okay, take the mic.
आप दीजिए.
Okay. Yes, please.
I eat food.
I eat food. Nice. I eat food. So here we have subject, we have V1, and we have, oh, excellent. That means, yeah, fine. Object are, there, sometimes it can be optional also. Thank you very much. You can sit down. Nice. That means that simple, this kind of observation tells me that you are good at present simple. And particularly, you have given one of the beautiful sentences. It is kind of routine, because present simple talks about routines, and he has given me a good sentence, and it's a routine that daily we take food, isn't it? We eat food. Nice. So from there, we will move to one of the most important tenses, that is past tense, or with special reference to past simple tense, right? We'll be talking today about past simple tense. We have some 3 parts of this very tense that I'll try to deal with you. The first part will be, let us see what's past simple, and then we'll see there are some spelling issues. I'll be talking about them. Then there are some pronunciation issues related to this tense. I'll talk about them. Then I'll be talking about the formulation of past simple tense, how we form past simple tense. And then there is the major business, that is the usage, how we will use this tense in day-to-day life, right? That will be the total plan of the day. Okay? Nice. Here we have a short, actually I extracted it from one of the Facebook posts some 2 days, 1 day back, I believe. So it's breaking news written at the top, isn't it? So let's read it, and then you have some business to do. Hair chopping attempt at a place in Srinagar. A hair chopping incident was foiled by locals today during the late evening hours at a place in Srinagar. According to eyewitnesses, some unknown persons climbed towards second floor of a house, and their motive was braid chopping. The house owner raised alarm, and the people from the locality started following the braid choppers, but they escaped from the place. More details awaited. Right? There's some important thing in these very lines. Can you observe that? What is it? And even they are underlined also. Can you observe just what is? Yes. What is that? Yes, absolutely. I have this. Whosoever has given this news, whosoever has written this, he has mostly written the verbs in past form, in second form of verb, right? For example, we have verbs like, let me mention them here, write them here. It is was. Can you tell me? Can you? Are you able to look at this and which are the verbs? Was is there. Okay. Climber is there, and then raised is there. Okay. Nice. Then escape. Okay. Escaped is there. Fine. Okay. Awaited. Fine. Now, 2 important things you will note from these very verbs. What? There's a verb, this one. Okay? Was. Then you have 1, 2, 3, 4 verbs, almost following the same pattern when they come to past simple. Why? Okay. Climb is the first form of verb. Ed has been added to make it past. Again, raised. Ed has been added. Ed has been added. But this is not the case with the first verb. So that simply indicates that we have 2 types of verbs in English. Okay, we have different classifications, but here we are with a particular classification. So what are the 2 types of verbs? Can you tell me? Yes, please. Okay, Umar. Yes.
Sir, 2 types of verbs.
Yes.
Regular verbs and irregular
Excellent.
verbs.
Which one? Can you tell me which verb is regular here?
Sir, climbed, raised.
Excellent.
Climb,
Excellent.
raised.
Okay. They are regular because their second form is ed. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then we have irregular verbs like was. Okay.
Sir.
Can you tell me the first form of was?
Is.
Excellent. Is. And the past form is?
Was.
And the past participle form is?
Been.
Excellent. Been. That's nice. So, why they are called irregular verbs? Because their second and third forms are irregular, right? And then these these are regular verbs, and their the second and third form are the same. They are ed, right? Yes, now there is a concern. When we change verbs to their second forms, there are some issues. Let us talk about these issues. What are these issues? I'll tell you quickly. Let us run through, because this is one of the important things that we as students should not commit mistakes while writing things, particularly grammar. Remember the most important thing, please. The first thing that you should remember, all the words that end in Y, all the words that end in Y. Remember this. The Y is every verb, and particularly with special reference, today's lesson is past simple, very simple. So I'll be talking about past simples. Any verb that ends in Y. The rule is that we have to add ed to that verb, but before that we need to change Y into I. You got my point? Yes. For example, I have a word here, hurry. So what will be the past form of hurry then? H-U-R-R? Y is to be changed to? Very nice. Okay, but remember, Y does not change. There's a second rule. In the first case I said Y changes. Every Y changes, right? When it comes at the end of the verb, it is to be changed to I, and you have to go to the second form or past form. But Y does not change if a verb ends in vowel plus Y. Vowel plus Y. For example, we have a word play.
Plate.
Okay, P-L-A-Y-E. So the first rule will not apply here because vowel plus Y. Okay, go to the another rule. If a word ends in vowel plus consonant. Vowel plus consonant. So, yes, sorry. Here in this case, there is another exception to the rule. There are three words that again don't follow this kind of rule. Because if you have Y, still you need to change. For example, you have three words, pay. P-A-Y, pay. Y is to be changed to I here. And then you have to add D, not ED. Paid. These are three special words. Pay, say, and lay. Paid, said, and lay. And then remember, a very common rule in English. That's when a verb ends in a vowel plus consonant, double the last consonant. Remember, whenever you go to past forms and you have a verb, what will you do? It is vowel plus consonant. The last consonant is to be doubled before making it past simple, before adding ed to it. You got my point? For example, there is a word stop. So now, according to this rule, what should be the spelling of stop? Yes, please spell it out. S-T-O. You are doubling per sound. Stopped. Okay. What about rub? R-U-B-B. And there are sub-verbs. They end in E.
So why do we need to add another B with this word?
P?
No, B. Like you said, stop.
Yes. Nice. See, ma'am, as a natural, we have to accept this. We have to accept it because knowledge, let me tell you, there is a single definition to this. English language is arbitrary in nature. When it is arbitrary in nature, it is incidental. So rules come and we have to accept. There is no logic, no scientific logic behind things. Okay. So, and then I said, yes, very important thing. If we have verbs of two syllables, and the second syllable is stressed. Second syllable is stressed. In that case, the last consonant is again doubled. For example, we have a word like this, prefer. Prefer. I have written it in capital, the last syllable, F-E-R. I am trying to convey that it is stressed. Very nice. So preferred, P-R-E-F-E-R-R-E-D. Preferred. You got my point? Yes, or you can have another one, regret. Regulated. Last sound is again doubled. And then remember that if a verb ends in E, for example, if a verb ends in E, so what will you do? You will just add D to that. Hoped. You got it? Yes. H-O-P-E-D. Yes. Then again, we have some exceptions to the last rule. When I said that when a word ends in vowel plus consonant, we have to double the last consonant. And now there are some exceptions to that rule. We'll rush through them. Remember, if the final syllable is not stressed, in the first case I said if the final syllable is stressed, you have to double the last letter. For example, in case of permit or regret. But here again, you have a word like this, visit. In visit, the first syllable is now stressed. Second syllable is not stressed. So accordingly, in this case, visit goes to visited without doubling the last consonant because the second syllable is not stressed. You got my point?
Yes, sir.
Nice. So yes, we can have another example. For example, happen. Again, happen. So you follow the same thing. If the verb ends in two consonants, remember, again the last letter is not doubled if our verb ends in two consonants. For example, start. S-T-A-R-T. R and T, two consonants. This verb ends in two consonants. So start it, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If the word ends in two vowel letters plus consonant, very important. If a verb ends in two vowels plus consonant, two vowels plus consonant, again the last letter is not the last letter is not doubled. For example, boil. B-O-I-L. So you have got two vowel letters in between, O and I. So the last letter is not to be doubled again here, right? So B-O-I-L-E-D, boil, or need for that matter. Okay, if the word ends in, remember, any verb that ends in Y and W, Y and W, never add ed to that word. You got my point?
Yes, sir.
Sorry. Never change that Y to anything else, or never double the last consonant. That was my point. Never double the last in case of Y and W. For example, stay is a word, S-T-A-Y. Stay. So for past it will be S-T-A-Y-E-D, right? And then for pot, P-A-W-E-D, pot. Good? And remember one thing, every verb in 2 or more syllables in British English, if it ends in L, L is to be doubled. For example, travel is there.
Yes, sir.
T-R-A-V-E-L-L-E-D. But in Facebook or any other place or in social media, you find that even T-R-A-V-E-L-E-D, T-R-A-V-E-L-E-D, only one L is written, isn't it? So can you tell me why is it so?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. Why?
Sir,
and it is accepted.
Sir, in British English,
Okay.
we double the L, but in American English, we write L-E-D.
Can you give him an applause, please? Nice. Okay, so we are in between two Englishes. Even, let me tell you, we have 3 or 4, we have more Englishes. We are having Englishes from almost from every country, right?
Yes,
and now we are trying to govern, every country is trying to have his own rules in between to use his own English. And we are Indianizing English as well, okay? Maybe in near future you will see a new kind of English coming in between, and that will be Indian English. Maybe we are working on that, books are coming, and shortly we will be on that. So, that was the last point on spellings. You got my point? Yes, so then, a very, very important point that we need to concentrate on is, because our regular verbs end in EDs. Our regular verbs end in EDs. When they end in EDs, what happens? EDs are to be pronounced differently.
Yes, sir.
I mean past tenses of every verb. Sometimes you cannot pronounce them the same way.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Here's the point. Remember, please. See, I'm sure that once there was an expert who delivered a lecture on pronunciation. So I hope that even at home you have learned pronunciation from your teachers, and perhaps I have also spoken or talked about that. I have a good lesson. So I won't be talking more about pronunciation, but only I will tell you one thing. Remember this thing. In English there are voiceless sounds and voiced sounds, right? Yes. Voiceless sounds are per, ter, ch, ka, pa, tha, sa, sh and her. These are voiceless 7 or 8 sounds, right? Yes. Remember, if a verb ends on these sounds, except ter. Remember this point. If a verb ends on these voiceless sounds, except when you add ed to that, the pronunciation changes. For example, this is cap. Cap is a verb. For example, capping some bottle like that. So its second form is cap. Okay? So now ed is here, but the pronunciation is capped. Ed is to be changed to ter sound. It should be ter, capped, right? And for that matter, loft, because it's a voiceless sound. For that matter, cook. Now it is cooked, right? It's cooked. It's not cooked, it's cooked. Okay. For that matter, pass. What about pass? Past. See the past. Okay? And what about this? Push. Pushed. Right? Okay. If the past tense ends in a voiced sound. Now we have voiced sound. I said voiceless and voiced. If you have voiced sounds, for example, b, d, j, g, v, d, z, j, m, n, ang, l, r, v, r, y. These are all voiced sounds. If a verb ends in any of these sounds, what will be the problem? Rubbed. Sometimes we think that, remember, if we say there's a definition that if a word has one syllable, that means it's a monosyllabic word. One vowel. If a verb has one vowel, it's a monosyllabic word. If a verb has 2 vowels, it means it is a bisyllabic word. It has 2 syllables, 3 syllables, multi, then on and on. But here it looks like that. R-U-B, B-E-D. We feel that there are 2 vowels. Rub, in the first case it is U or A sound, and in the second case it is perhaps A. But in this case, what I mean, it's rubbed. It's second vowel in ED, the E is not to be pronounced. It is D simply. So my point is, if the past tense ends in a vowel sound other than D, it is pronounced as simply D. Right? For example, rubbed, bagged, loathed. Loathed, right? Loathed, no loathed. Don't bring E in between, okay? And the last thing is that, now we have the, yes, this rule is to be exempted, except the, except, in this case it is except. Now if a verb ends in T or D, only these two sounds remain. If a verb ends in T or D, what is to be done that time? For example, the pronunciation of the past form or past simple will be id at that time in place of ed. Id. For example, we have a verb like this, want. If it is to be, if the past tense of this is want it. You have seen, here it is kept. Here it is rubbed. Duh, that is duh. Here it is duh, and here it is it. This is to be taken into consideration while you are speaking in English. These are minor issues, but most of the times what happens when you speak out, you are not able to be understood by other people, because this is the case, because you are not able to concentrate or you are not able to pronounce rightly the ed endings. Okay? So remember it, in voiceless sounds it's duh. In voiced sounds except duh, it is duh. And in case of T and endings, it is ID. Okay? That is a brief thing about pronunciation. Okay?
So
now,
मैं ये जानना चाहती हूँ actually,
yes,
what
please.
is the correct way of pronunciation? I mean, should we follow British accent or American one in our day-to-day life?
Okay, nice. That's very interesting question, and I believe it's always debatable that which pronunciation is to be followed. But one thing is very important, that in our books, in academic kind of studying, reading, writing, all that, we have given British symbols in our textbooks. So British pronunciation is to be followed. And for that matter, in British there are so many dialects and registers. There we follow RP pronunciation. Okay? RP is the pronunciation that we are following. Otherwise, I'm a flexible man here. I can't restrain or restrict my students that, okay, you have to particularly follow to a particular pronunciation. Sometimes you can move to American as well. Okay. But the question is that, if you are understandable, if you are able to communicate your message well, and the listeners comprehend what you are saying, then it's absolutely fine. Nothing to worry about that I'm an American kind of man, I'm a British kind of man, or there is Indian kind of accent, or this intonation or pronunciation. So no problems at all. You got my point?
So let me add one more question.
Yes, please.
I just want to know about difference between pronunciation and dialect.
Yes, that's very interesting. Pronunciation and dialect. Dialects come, from place to place. From in one place you have one kind of sound dialect system, how they speak, and maybe from in another region they will speak in a different way. But pronunciation has a fixed, there are fixed rules, it cannot change, right?
Yeah.
But I will request that I cannot speak on more on pronunciation area, because today altogether I am on a different issue here, right?
Yeah. So
Thank you very much. Okay, dear students. And now, most important thing that we will move to is this was about spelling rules. This was about this pronunciation, a brief touch to pronunciation. Now we will come to the form of past simple form. Okay? Can any student, after going that through that breaking news, can any among you come up with one sentence that is past simple? Oh, good. We have a good number of students raising their hands. Okay, the student at the corner.
I played cricket.
I played cricket. Okay, let us take it. I played cricket. Fine. Fine. I played cricket. Anybody else? Some other sentence? Sir. Okay, yes, please, you.
I did not play cricket.
I
didn't play
very
cricket.
Interesting. I didn't
play
cricket. Fine. So please now you have used subject plus V2 form, then object. Okay, nice. And in the second case, I think it's not the same sentence as it was in the first one. So what is the difference between first and second? Yes, please.
Second one.
Second one is? Negative. The first one is? Excellent. This is positive past simple. And this one is?
Negative.
Negative past simple. Is there anybody among you? I think you are good at formulation. Can somebody change it into interrogative? Yes, sir. Oh, fine. We have Gauhar in the front line. Gauhar, come up. Yes.
Mic ले लो.
Yes, yes, take the mic. Cool, आराम से बेटे. Nice.
Did I play cricket?
अरे wow. Did I
Like
play cricket?
Cricket.
Very simple. Did I play cricket? Nice. Nice. Please sit down. Did I play cricket? So what happens? Very simple. Very simple in past simple when it comes to form, when it comes to formulation of past simples. So what we need to do in positive statements, it should be a subject, followed by V2 or past form of verb, and then object or optional information. Okay? And in negatives, remember in present simple we have don't, right? But in past simple, for
have didn't.
making negatives we have didn't. We have didn't. Nice. And for interrogatives we bring out did. We bring out did. Can you, is there any other way of asking questions in past simple? Oh, nice. Okay, let's have Gul here.
Does he play cricket?
Does he play cricket? Is it okay? Does he play cricket? Can you? Okay, yes, please. Okay.
Didn't
Okay,
I?
yes, yes, please.
Didn't I play cricket?
Didn't I play cricket? I think that is another very nice. He has come up with interesting information. Didn't I play cricket? That is one more form of past simple. That's another form of past simple. And this is interrogative. Interrogative. So we came up with positive, we came up with negative, we came up with interrogative, we came up with interrogative. These are 4 different forms of past simple where we can change the tenses. Now the question is, can somebody have some other way? For example, WH questions. Through WH questions, we ask questions in past simple. Yes, please. Okay. Oh, yes, yes, speak. Yes, yes. What's your name?
So why did I play cricket?
Absolutely right. Please give him a hand. Yes. Where did I play cricket? Okay. So, I think that's all about the form. This is how past simple is formed. In positive, this is the way. In negative, this is the way. In interrogative, this is the way. And we can have questions through WH also. For example, can we go to the formula now? Let us conclude it with the formula, right? Okay. Then we will turn to usage, the most important area. Now, for example, can you tell me for past simple? We have the formula. Very good. Subject plus V2 plus O. That means I played cricket. Right? Yes, what about this negative? Subject plus
V1.
didn't. Okay? Plus nice, very nice. That's very important too. That I was very seriously observing, whether you will come to this. Because now in negative it will come to V1. Why? Because we are changing this. Didn't tell us this. This is past tense, right? Subject plus didn't plus V1 plus O. Okay, what about the interrogatives?
Did.
Okay, very good. Did plus subject plus V1 plus O. Excellent. Did plus subject plus V1 plus O. That is interrogatives. And what about interrogative negative? Didn't. Very nice. Didn't, and we can have WH also, right? Okay, didn't plus subject plus V1 plus O. So these are the 4 different forms when it comes to formulation of past simple. This is the way, these are the formulas. Now we are trying to change it mathematically, right? Yes, so this will be handy to you people. Easily somewhere you can recognize it as, recognize it as well, right? So now let's conclude it here, and immediately the most important area that we will come to is the usage part of past simple, right? Okay. The first and the foremost thing that I want to tell you is that let us try to understand and locate past simple in a timeline. Okay? Yes. Let's come up with a timeline, for example. See. Okay? This is a timeline. Let us believe that this is somewhere we don't know. Yes. What was the beginning of the time? And we don't know what will be the end of the time. It's going on and on and on. Okay? Yes. And now let us fix ourselves where we are. Let us say we are here. Let it be now. Let it be now. Let it be now. 2007, or maybe this day, or maybe this time. Okay? And this is past on this side. Okay? Let it be 2010. For example, let it be 2015. Okay? Let it be 2016 here. And 17 here. Okay?
Yes, sir.
That's the present. Okay, let it be 2050. We don't know anything about that. Let it be 2025. Okay, and this, and let it be tomorrow. Okay, now let's fix past simple. It's a single action that happened and finished in the past. That happened and finished in the and if you want to show it on timeline, just put a cross mark like this. That's it. For example, in 2010, I was posted in Kargil, for example. It's my, I'm telling about myself. So that's a finish that happened there, and that's a finished act now, right? That's possible all about, right? Then the second important rule, this was through timeline. The second important rule is finished time word. Finished time word. Can you give me some finished time words for past simple? For example, last night. Yes, through last night, we can have previous day. Yes, okay. Yesterday. Okay. Yesterday.
Ago.
Okay.
Last week.
Last week.
The other day. Oh, we have so many. And just now also.
Yes.
Just now is past. Let me write. Just now. Abhi maine ye kaam kiya. Just now.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let's come up with a sentence and try to fix these time words or time expressions in lines. Can somebody come up with a line quickly? Yes. Let's give one chance to girls also.
Yesterday I ate 2 cookies when I was in canteen.
Oh, nice. Yesterday, I ate 2 cookies when I was in school canteen or maybe somewhere else. Excellent. Wonderful. You have used 2 past forms. Past simple here, past simple here. That is very simple. That's the use. That's where your role actually comes. Information, background information definitely should be there. But this is how you should be able to use past simple in your day-to-day life. Not inside the school, not for examination purpose. No. Concepts must be clear. Tomorrow on the road somebody will ask you and you should be able to respond and very logically where we need to use past simple. So that was the first thing. And then past simple, period in the past. Past simple, a period finished. For example, finished time in the past. Okay, finished time in the past. Koi period khatam ho gaya. Any habit, any action, any state, action, state or habit. Yes, action, state or
Habit.
in the past. In the past. For example, if we have an example from you, can we have? Okay, yes, you. You, this is for you. Give him a chance.
In 2014, floods came in Kashmir.
Absolutely right. In 2000, halanki I will add it in first one. In 2014, floods hit Kashmir. Floods in inundated Kashmir. In 2014, floods hit Kashmir. Yes. But I think, dear, it is the first rule. It's the first rule. Okay. Here we can say, for example, we can use one sentence like this. Okay, let Umar say. Come, Umar.
Sir, Britishers ruled over India.
Britishers ruled. That's a finished time. That happened in the past and that's finished. Absolutely right. Nice. He deserves the pass. Okay. Now, can one student just come up and give how he celebrated his last birthday? Somebody among you? Okay. Let's have mic to this girl. Okay.
On 9th August was my birthday. I got up early at 6:30 a.m.
Okay.
I made ablution and offered prayer and recited Holy Quran.
Nice.
Meanwhile, my mom came and greeted me on my birthday.
Fine.
My dad and bro also visited me on the occasion.
Okay, we all wish you also.
Thank you.
Okay. Fine.
And then I drank a cup of tea.
Okay.
And completed my assignment.
Okay, thank you very much, because the paucity of time won't allow me, otherwise I will allow you to speak for maybe 2 or 3 minutes. Thank you very much. So, that was how we can talk about past events happening on a particular day. Then we have another very important rule. For example, action is in stories. Action is in
Stories.
I will come up, I will just tell you that. For example, you want to give a news. You want to give a breaking news like thing. For example, remember one thing. Let me wrap up this like this. If you want to give a breaking news, do this. use a present perfect sentence first. And that will definitely followed by past tense. How many past tense you want to do? For example, God forbid, I will say that, oh, I have hurt my leg.
Yes, sir.
I fell off the ladder. Fell off the ladder when I was brushing the wall. So in between past continuous and present perfect, I have used past simple. So remember, when you are giving some kind of news, what will you do? You will begin. A news should be given through present perfect. Then it can be explained, the detail can be given in past simple and with other tenses. For example, in actions of the stories, there are so many, there are stories, there are two things. There is background information in stories and there are actions in stories. For example, if I say, for example, let me create an imaginary character here. I'll say, he came to the restaurant, the people were talking, the music was playing. In the background. The waiters were washing the dishes, utensils. He sat down, thought for a while, ordered a cup of tea, drank it, left the place with some huge, deep reflection and understanding. So that's how I created a kind of story. But you have seen, I used almost 5 or 6 past tenses in this. So that's how. And there were two things. I used background information, and for that I used past continuous. For example, the music was playing. This is background information. The people were talking. This is background information. But the action was there. He came. He sat. He ordered. He drank. These are all past simple tenses. And then there is another important thing that we need to understand, and that is, for example, unreal and imaginary situations. Again, there we use past simple. For example, that is also in your examination, you will come across with one of the most important, that's conditional clauses, right? In conditional clauses, what we do, for example, second condition. In second condition, mostly we use past simple. For example, if I had money,
I'd buy a car.
I would buy a new car. I had money. So this is imaginary, this is unreal. It simply means that I don't have money and I can't buy a car. For example, even with wish, always use, with wish, use past simple. I wish.
I wish I had more time.
Yes?
I had more time.
I wish
I had
we
more
had
time.
more time here in the studio to talk about this most important genre of grammar, and no more, because our viewers are also watching, and I'm damn sure that they'll be really enjoying this class today. So yes, let me conclude today's this wonderful lecture. Yes.
So I have a simple question. I want to know, actually, people these days use slang words on social media and elsewhere. So how do these slang words are being created actually?
Yes, yes, yes.
Slang words को कैसे बनाया जाता है actually?
See, I'll tell you one thing. It is better to
Not use them.
Yes. Not use slangs. Someone comes with his own vernacular or from his own locales. He picks up a word and uses it, adds it into the language and comes up with some new genre. It is really demolishing. It is ruining the proper fabric of language. Let us keep it as it is, and yes, add new things. If they are accepted world over, definitely we accept them. But let us not resort, because you have seen students really marring this spelling problem, writing small words and all that. So yes.
This girl wants to ask something.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I want to see question about finish time word के बारे में आपने जो कहा time markers.
Yes.
Yesterday, previous day. आपने कहा कि yesterday, previous day. अगर इसमें मतलब हम when भी होता है, go भी.
Yes.
When and go.
Yes.
Sir,
Ago,
in that
when
in
and
that
ago.
situation, how can we use when and go in sentences?
Oh, nice. These are also time markers. Nice. When is a time marker? For example, if I use your own sentence, I think some few minutes back you used that I ate 2 cookies. For example, when I was in the content. Yes, you have used it when here. I can say that I ate 2 cookies when I was there in the party. So that way you show time marker and ago.
Sir, can we use used to or would in past simple?
Yes.
Can we use used to or would in past simple?
Very nice question again. Used to and past. Yes, definitely. And would. Yes, both of these used to end would are words. They are used in past simple. They can replace past simple. With this very wonderful observation, I have a single message for you. Now your exams are coming up. I wish you all the best in your exams.
Thank you
Yes,
very much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Just work hard and God will give you the success, inshallah. Don't worry about anything. Just keep on working hard. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot
Thank
for
you,
this
sir.
wonderful
Thank you
lecture.
so much,
For
sir.
that glorious energetic lectures and making her seat and a sip of water. And
Thank you
big
very
round of applause for sir.
Thank you.
और नाजरीन इसी के साथ प्रोग्राम का वो दिलचस्प मरहला आ चुका है जब हम आपके साथ जुड़ते हैं ऑन द टेलीफोन नंबर्स 2481813 and 2481832. Please do not forget to prefix 0194 in case you're calling from your cell phones or in case you're calling from outside the jurisdiction of district Srinagar. और उसके अलावा ये भी बताता चलूँ कि आप हमारे सभी प्रोग्राम्स आज तक जितने भी हुए टुडे happens to be the 49th edition of DDK Tele Class Room. You can watch all the 49 editions on YouTube. All that you need to do is go to YouTube, search DDK Tele Class Room, and all the lectures are available there. Lectures on mathematics, lectures on physics, lectures on chemistry, lectures on geography, lectures on English grammar. All of them are available there, so you can avail at your respective places. And आजकल तो इंटरनेट भी काफ़ी सस्ता हो गया है, तो all of that you can watch on YouTube. और फिलहाल हम आपकी कॉल्स लेते हैं, लेकिन एक छोटे से ब्रेक के बाद. Welcome back, and the source of River Jahlim is Verinag, and from Verinag we have Malik Altaf with us. Assalamu alaikum sir, खैर मकदम आपका आज के प्रोग्राम में. हेलो अल्ताफ साहब, खैर मकदम आपका आज के प्रोग्राम में. अपना सवाल पूछिए. मलिक साहब, अगर आप तक हमारी आवाज आ रही है तो आप अपने टेलीविजन सेट का वॉल्यूम कम कर दीजिए. वालेकुम अस्सलाम व रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातहू.
जी बिल्कुल बंद रखा हुआ है, वॉल्यूम बिल्कुल बंद है.
जी आप तो रेगुलर कॉलर हैं हमारे. अपना सवाल पूछिए सर.
मेरी खुशकिस्मती है, आपसे जुड़ा रहता हूँ, तो ये मेरी खुशकिस्मती है
जी.
तो सवाल मेरा है, while concretizing the instruction of past tense in actual classroom transactions,
जी
how we can make students of elementary level understand the concept of past participle?
Well, आपका सवाल हम तक पहुंच चुका है. रफी मसूदी sir has been a veteran of English language teaching. He will answer the question.
Now, English verbs have different forms.
जी.
You have what our veteran teacher said, V1 or the first form, then you have the past tense form, then you have the past participle form. For example, we take the verb go. Go, went, gone. There are things with almost every subject which you have to memorize. The best way for learning English verb system is to simply write and memorize the forms of English verb.
At the elementary level.
At whatever level possible. Memorize them, internalize them, and whenever the word go comes to you, must be go, went, gone, going. To go, went, gone, going, and even goes for present tense form or V1 form.
जी हम अभी आप पे भी आएंगे सर. अभी ईमेल्स हम ले रहे हैं ऑन DDK Tele Class Room @gmail.com. एक अच्छा सा ईमेल आया है हमें. मुजफ्फर अहमद साहब लिखते हैं बारामूला से. कहते हैं कि डबल पास्ट कहाँ पे यूज होता है? had में. फॉर एग्जांपल he had drunk his coffee before he drank water, or something like that. तो इस पे आपकी राय जानना चाहिए सर.
Now, wherever verb have.
How liberal we can be in using double had.
Where the verb have.
जी.
I have played.
Right.
I have played. Then when we change a simple past tense verb into past perfect, we have to add had to it. I played cricket. I had played cricket when I was in England. I played cricket. I had played cricket. Now, I have written. It is to be changed into past perfect. I will add I had written. Now, I have my lunch in the morning. I have had my lunch. Then I had my lunch earlier. Okay. Now I have to change I have had lunch. This is to be changed into past perfect. It will become I had my lunch in the morning.
In that case, sir,
in the morning. So when you say I had my lunch, it's not a complete sentence. It has to be, succeeded by something else.
no.
It can be, it depends on the situation. I had my lunch, you will understand.
Okay.
Got it?
Got it.
If I feel that I need to even to tell you when I had my lunch, when I was there in the canteen.
When I was there in the canteen.
Even it is also.
आप कुछ add करना
Yes,
चाहेंगे?
yes, even in the first case, I was trying to say that these action verbs can be demonstrated in front of those very youngsters, young learners. They will conceptualize. For a walk, the teacher will walk and show the word. So it will be internalized through that. So in the second case, sir, yes, I want to say that when it is had, the first had becomes actually auxiliary there, and the second had becomes the past form of the verb, third form of the verb.
There's one more very important point related to this. Mostly we find people making a blunder. Just now the teacher made that clear. V1, V2. I played cricket. I didn't play cricket. People say I didn't play cricket. Most of the people we see people double pass is not allowed there.
And it's very common, sir.
Yes, it is very common. Double pass is not allowed there. When you use did, be careful to use the V1 form or the first form of the verb. I eat well. I ate well. I did not eat well. Not ate well.
And believe it on me, I have seen some, lectures of English language use it. I didn't eat well. This double past is very common. It needs to be corrected.
Just a warning, when you use did, it should not be followed by past tense form of verb. It should be followed by simple present form of verb.
And right now we have Shiraz Manzoor from Beerwah. He has been on the line from last 5 minutes. We salute his patience. Assalamu alaikum, sir. Khair maqdam aapka aaj ke program mein, Shiraz sahab.
Actually, I am very happy after watching the program.
Thank you.
Lecture by Sheikh Gulzar sahab.
Thank you very much.
My English guru. My question is can we use double past with ed form in the same sentence?
Can we use double fast in the GD?
Double past.
The double past in the GD form, right?
Ed for the same sentence.
In the same sentence. I think we got your question. Rafi and Masudi sir.
I was not also able to GD.
What is GD? What is GD?
What is GD? I think the call got dropped. Shiraz Manzoor, a little unlucky this time round. We hope next time you call, we get your question and it's answered correctly. There is one more email from Zahid who resides at Ganderbal. Throw some more light on regular and non-regular verbs, sir. Rafi and Masudi sir.
We have a regular form of changing present tense verbs into past tense. Whenever you add ed to a simple form of a verb, it becomes past tense.
Okay.
Any verb which ends in ed is a regular verb. Any verb which ends in ed is a regular verb. All other verbs which do not end in ed, they are irregular verbs. Verbs which form their past tense by adding ed are regular verbs. Verbs which make their past tense by ways other than ed are irregular verbs.
You want to chip in quickly?
Yes, sir. In case of these irregular verbs, what happens there, these irregular verbs in second and third form actually change their internal vowel. For example, come, it is cam. So in first form it was O in the middle, and in the second form it's A, and again in the third form it is O. Drink, drank, drunk. Again I, A, and U. So that way, that's how these irregular verbs change their
Thanks a lot for that breezy answer. We have Kashir Ahmad with us all the way from Anantnag. Assalamu alaikum sir. Khair maqdam aapka aaj ke program mein. Khurshid sahab.
Assalamu alaikum sir.
Walaikum assalam.
ये जो छोटे बच्चे हैं जो एलिमेंट्री क्लास में पढ़ते हैं वो कैसे कहना सीखेंगे उनका कौन सा मेथोडोलॉजी हम अपनाएंगे सर?
अगेन शुक्रिया ये सवाल पूछने के लिए. अगेन एलिमेंट्री से लेवल की बात आती है कि कैसे टेंस उनको समझाया जाए. जी रफी मसूदी सर.
The best way to teach tenses or grammar or any language is to expose students to best forms of any language. We should not be confused about rules. There are no rules. What do? We observe how a language behaves, and then out of that behavior of the language, we pick up that this is how rules are formed. There are no rules.
And language is taught. It cannot be taught.
It is taught, yes. More and more practice. That's the best way.
More and more practice. That's the best way. OS Rashid साहब श्रीनगर से हमें मेल करते हैं कहते कि आपने तो बता दिया कि फेसबुक पे अमेरिकन इंग्लिश भी यूज होता है, लेकिन जब एग्जाम में लिखने की बात आएगी, जब मार्क्स देने की बात आएगी, तो आप किस वाले इंग्लिश को ज्यादा मार्क्स देते हैं? रफी और मसूदी सर, जब हमारे बोर्ड ऑफ स्कूल एजुकेशन या सीबीएसई की हम बात करें, कौन सा इंग्लिश है जिसमें मार्क्स मिलते हैं?
Actually, language is a tool which we need for having a very useful life. What language you will use depends on where you are. If you are in America, you will definitely be influenced by the surroundings around you, and you will be understood better if you speak American English. Not that you will not be understood if you speak British English. It depends on where you are and what for you are using the language. Then there is a temperamental go also. Temperamentally you like British English, you go for it. Temperamentally you like American English, you go for it.
चलिए ठीक है, इस पे भी आएंगे, लेकिन अभी मोहम्मद इसाक साहब जुड़ चुके हैं हमारे साथ कुलगाम से। अस्सलाम वालेकुम सर, खैर मकदम आपका आज के प्रोग्राम में। इसाक साहब अपना सवाल पूछिए।
वालेकुम अस्सलाम।
वालेकुम अस्सलाम व रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातहू।
जी मोहम्मद इसाक अर्ज कर रहा हूँ। अभी सर ने जो लेक्चर दिया बहुत ही अच्छा लेक्चर था।
शुक्रिया।
ये मेरा क्वेश्चन है
जी,
पास्ट टेंस के बारे में अभी सर बोल रहे थे। पास्ट टेंस के बारे में सर ने ऐसा कहा कि मतलब जो भी इसके मतलब एग्जाम्पल दिए बहुत ही अच्छी तरीके से दिए
जी।
तो डायरेक्टली अपने क्वेश्चन पे क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहता हूँ कि यूजुअली देयर आर 3 फॉर्म्स ऑफ वर्ब, फर्स्ट सेकंड एंड थर्ड फॉर्म ऑफ वर्ब, प्रेजेंट पास्ट और पास्ट पार्टिसिपल
जी।
जैसे सर ने प्लेड के बारे में कहा, प्लेड वर्ब ली थी
जी,
तो प्लेड की सेकंड फॉर्म आती है प्लेड। हम कैसे पहचान सकते हैं पास्ट पार्टिसिपल फॉर्म ऑफ वर्ब यूज हुई है प्लेड, जबकि ये तो एक रेगुलर वर्ब है
जी।
तो थर्ड फॉर्म ऑफ वर्ब कैसे पहचान सकते हैं? और दूसरा क्वेश्चन है
जी
कि सर ने जस्ट नाउ कहा था, जस्ट नाउ यूज किया था
जी।
तो जस्ट नाउ हम प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट में भी यूज करते हैं बिकॉज़ देयर इज सम टेस्ट ऑफ पास्ट इन द प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट टेंस।
जी शुक्रिया इन दोनों सवालों के लिए। आपका जो है ये क्वेश्चन पेपर हम तक पहुंच चुका है, सर जवाब देंगे।
Should I say that is one of the best questions of today's session?
The pick of the bunch.
Yes, yes. Play, played, played. Play, simple present, played, simple past, played. Now, simple past and past perfect have the same form. Now, how to make it clear to students, to learners, that this is simple past and this is past perfect. Whenever it is the past participle or past perfect form, it will have either have, has or had attached to it. Always.
Always.
Whenever say I have played, that means that played is not the simple past form, it is the past participle form. She has played. Has indicates that it is the past participle form. He had played. It is indication that it is the past participle form. I played well. Simple past. It does not have has, have or had attached to it.
चलिए ठीक है। और ब्रीविटी की हम अक्सर बात करते हैं कि कम्युनिकेशन में ब्रीविटी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होती है, ब्रीफ होना चाहिए और ब्रीफली क्वेश्चंस पोज करने चाहिए, और उसी को एग्जाम्पलीफाई करते हैं एमके भट्ट ऑल द वे फ्रॉम दिल्ली। गुड मॉर्निंग सर।
Good morning everybody, I am MK Bhatt speaking.
Yes sir.
And I have just now started first 5 minutes here I have seen this lecture of the concerned teacher, but there was light up, unfortunately I could not see the whole lecture. But in initial stages I can say that some girl has told why we use the stopped, rubbed, mapped. There are why 2 P's are used. 2 P's are some girl has told the teacher. Mr. Sorry, you girl, you should understand the English language. Every English language has every value itself. Just like in Kashmiri, we cannot speak in a real Kashmiri. Kashmiri is a literal, very tough to understand. Such as a word, every word is own connotation. It's rough. When you in single word, when you speak in rough, why you need to rough? P is giving the production here. It is essential. It uses a forced word. That is a single would say rough. When we put it double P or double T, use a forced it. Just like हम कश्मीर में एक मोजा पहनते थे गुजर, जब बर्फ पड़ती थी या सर्दियाँ होती थी, हम नीचे मोजा एक पहनता, उससे हमें प्रोटेक्टिव गियर नहीं देता, दोबारा हमारे बुजुर्ग दूसरा मोजा पहनते थे या जैकेट पहनते, उसके ऊपर जैकेट पहनते।
Yes. I think MK Bhatt sahab, we value your observations and we respect your observations. I think you have made your point very well, and thanks a lot for calling us. Now we have Gulzar Ahmad from Shubaya. Assalamu alaikum sir, खैर मकदम आपका आज के प्रोग्राम में। गुलजार साहब।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम सर।
वालेकुम अस्सलाम।
Sir, I am Gulzar Ahmad from Shubaya.
जी।
Sir, unfortunately, I couldn't why the today's why you talking about anyway I got opportunity to participate in the program.
Well, thanks a lot for being so excited that even though you missed the lecture, but still you made it a point to call to our program. Thanks a lot for the call and keep watching our program. Thank you so much. Sir, MK Bhatt was making some observations. What do you have to say to that?
Actually, I explained earlier also that there are no rules for any language. There are no grammar rules. We observe the language, how it is spoken, how it is written, and then we record that how it behaves. Rubbed, why 2 B's? There is no need to ask why. There is but to do and die. Whys and ifs cannot be asked there.
Whys and ifs cannot be asked.
I'll let explain it. We have the word SEW, then SOW, then SO. We pronounce all the 3 exactly the same way. So. SEW also so. Why? We cannot ask why. It is so for SEW because it is so. Because this is how the English people speak.
इसमें winter में socks पहनने का logic
नहीं आएगा. It is double B in rubbed because there is double B there. No rules.
चलिए ठीक है, अभी जम्मू से सिमरन जी जुड़ चुकी है हमारे साथ. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, Simran ji, and welcome to the program.
Thank you. मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि जब हम रीड लेते हैं तो उसकी दोनों फॉर्म्स होती हैं रेड और रेड. अब हम उसको जो बोलते हैं उसको रेड है तो वो रीड का स्पेलिंग सेम आता है. तो इसमें हम इसकी प्रोनाउंसिएशन में ऐसा कौन सा रूल है? ये मेरा क्वेश्चन है.
जी, थैंक्स अ लॉट फॉर दैट क्वेश्चन. रीड की बारे में पूछ रही है कि READ, रीड एंड रेड. तो रेड कब बोला जाता है, रीड कब बोला जाता है, इस पे थोड़ा सा एक्सप्लेनेशन में मांग रहा है. जी.
When this is the present past participle form of read, we pronounce it as read. Otherwise, it is read.
Otherwise, it's read. Well, thanks a lot for that breezy answer. एक क्वेश्चन शायद हमारे टॉपिक से जुड़ा हुआ नहीं है, मगर कहीं से टच है इसका इंग्लिश के साथ ही. ये क्वेश्चन पूछा है ईमेल करके शायद तकयूम जी ने बारामूला से. What is pidgin English? What is and what is, I believe it's creolization and pidginization of language.
Actually, I would like to make one other important point about our topic of today. This is a question which will take a lot of time to explain. So, we have to be very careful about the use of simple past and past perfect. Sometimes we misuse them. For example, I have seen the Taj. I have seen the Taj. This is correct. Then, I saw Taj when I was in Agra last time. Simple present and present perfect should not be confused.
Okay.
You have to be very careful about that.
Yes, I think Afsha, we are connected to Afsha from Lal Bazaar. Assalamu alaikum ma'am, खैर मकदम आपका आज के प्रोग्राम में. अफशा जी अपना सवाल पूछिए. वालेकुम अस्सलाम.
तो मेरा सवाल ये है कि अगर हम इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज सीख रहे हैं
जी,
तो इट इज नेसेसरी कि हम लोग जो है ट्रेडिशनल ग्रामरियन के जो रूल्स हैं उनको फॉलो करें. और एक क्वेश्चन मेरा है कि जब भी हम बात करते हैं किसी से लाइक स्पीक इन इंग्लिश, आई एम आल्सो पीजी स्टूडेंट ऑफ इंग्लिश जी, तो पीपल से था व्हेन आई हंग्री. सो आई वांट जस्ट आप लोग थोड़ा सा हाईलाइट करें दैट इट्स नेसेसरी कि हम जो है इंग्लिश करेक्टली बोलें.
Well, thanks a lot for your observation, and Rafi and Masudi will give a breezy reply.
What is the question? We don't get the question.
The question is that we need to pronounce things correctly. We need to speak English correctly. The thrust should be that even the PG students speak English incorrectly. उस पे थोड़ा सा आपका जवाब.
Pronunciation is a very delicate matter. It matters how you have been exposed to English language. Unfortunately, we are not the native speakers. That way, our pronunciation is not that perfect. You should try to expose yourself to the best forms of best pronunciation, and that will definitely influence you, and that is the best way to improve your pronunciation.
चलिए, शुक्रिया इस क्वेश्चन के लिए, and sir, thanks a lot for the glorious lecture, and thanks a lot for all those wonderful answers that you gave to all the callers. And repeat timing, Sumaira.
नाजरीन, जाते जाते आपको मैं याद दिला दूं कि आप इस प्रोग्राम का रिपीट टेलीकास्ट ट्यूसडे को शाम 8 बजे और थर्सडे को सुबह 9 बजे 9:10 पर भी देख सकते हैं. और इसके अलावा अगर आप हमें इस प्रोग्राम के रिलेटेड कोई भी सजेशन देना चाहते हैं, देन फील फ्री टू शेयर इट ऑन आवर ऑफिशियल फेसबुक पेज टेली क्लासरूम एंड लेट अस नो अबाउट ऑल योर वैल्यूएबल सजेशंस.
तो इसी दुआ के साथ कि आप जो भी करें, अल्लाह आपको कामयाबी और कामरानी से हमकनार करे. दीजिए अपने मेजबान जमशेद रसूल और हमारा शफीक को आज के प्रोग्राम से इजाजत. अल्लाह हाफिज व नासिर.